Yeah, let's drive around it. We're overlanders, not rock crawlers.
Sounds good. All right, we have intersected the Mojave Road.
10-4. I think you've got the most reliable Onyx, so if you can call out turns, we're good.
Will do.
Looks like we go straight here for a while, though.
So we're just cruising down Pipeline Road. We're kind of actually parallel to Mojave Road right now. Our first stop tonight will be at Fort Piute, and there should be a spring there as well. It'll be a nice place to camp. We'll set up camp, have some food, cook some dinner. We've got a chili or turkey burgers, or what was the other one? Tacos. So one of those three will be for dinner tonight, and then we'll get up nice and early tomorrow morning, make some coffee, and get back on the road. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be more on Mojave Road than we are today. That's just kind of how it is. I think there's a big chunk that's closed too, so we'll have to go around.
Good call waiting for that truck, Doug. Yeah. He's a little bigger.
It's crazy how we go just 100 feet and the whole scenery changes.
I was thinking that exact same thing myself, how the rocks changed on the other side of that wash. Now we got lava rock everywhere.
Some really cool cacti over there on the left. We had seen one earlier, and now we're just kind of seeing them all over. So I guess this nature preserve is doing its job, isn't it? And you can see bits of the old fort hanging out down there. You can see the fact that there is in fact a spring somewhere up here.
That's why they had the army stationed here. They took the springs from the indigenous.
Oh, is that the gate for the old fort?
That's the gate at the end of the road, perhaps. Doug, was it back there by those pipes where we camped? I remember more ruins than what we saw there. Well, let's see what we got up here.
It looks like it might just be an information sign up ahead.
There's also a trailhead that goes to the spring. It's a hiking trail.
Ruins right there. Oh, there's a plaque right there.
Yes, there is.
Oh, it shows what the rooms are. I think what we saw were the corrals. Storehouse, bake oven, so it's of the structure itself. Oh, the corral. They lived around the corral, right next to it. Lovely.
That must have smelled great. Oh, it's smaller than I thought.
People were smaller.
Well, I mean, this is the corral. Unless it's not a horse corral. Maybe it's a people corral. There's the fireplace. Did they rebuild the structure, or is it?
That's what I'm guessing.
I'm sure. You know, there are groups that go through the desert, and they're just volunteer groups, and they, you know, keep things up.
Okay.
Like all those old cabins.
Yeah.
They go in and they restructure or whatever they got to do. Not 100%, but just to keep it there.
And we roll.
Back in the saddle now.
There's a little chipmunk guy to the left.
And beautiful cactus all around. And here's the Highline Road. Give me a second up here to get out of Fort Low. Right, all good? Good to go.
On Onyx, that chunk of Mojave Road is closed.
Yeah, you know, I looked at the comments and it seemed mixed. I don't know if it's closed but passable or what. Do we want to drive around it just for certainty?
Yeah, that's what I have my GPS set up for.
Yeah, everything I read, I didn't see where, you know, anyone was saying they were doing it anyway. And what I did read was that it was 30 feet long by 12 foot wide is the washout. Yeah, let's drive around it. We're overlanders, not rock crawlers.
Sounds good. This is not where I'd want to be if it started to rain.
You mean in the middle of a wash? Remember that long stretch of trail in Death Valley was also up a wash?
Yeah, and that was a wash that we could tell, you know, washed out recently.
Oh, I'm really sure it did, absolutely. Let's pull up here. I want to make sure I'm not spewing gas out of that gas can.
10-4?
So when the tank is mostly empty, it takes 15 gallons.
Okay.
So I think right now it might take 5.
Yeah, is this a 5?
That's a 5.
Our best bet is to train it all the way.
Yeah, as much as possible, because that thing's useless. In
Because
fact,
also, we don't know if that's going to survive for a second use if we let it sit.
that's true. The gasoline might just eat through it like it did the electrical tape.
This is why we bring tools.
Yep. Yeah, that's why you have your buddies too.
Yeah.
So you got more tools too.
Just gonna put this on. Keep dust out for now. And then, wow, that electrical tape is just liquid.
Yeah, not a substitute for rubber. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Are we trying to seal it up now?
Yes.
And then keep driving, or what's the plan? Okay.
I would like, if we can seal it up now and keep driving.
Let me get a zip tie.
Okay, so we got a funnel. It would just be good to drive a while longer so that we can use the funnel exactly once.
Oh, okay. You're assuming you'll seal this up?
We're gonna try.
Okay.
And then we'll let this dry out as we drive. Very, very slow drip. I could just put it in my truck bed.
If you've got room. Here, why don't we
Put a
this
plastic bag under it.
Yeah.
Or wrap it up in that. You got something to strap to on that side there. Oh yeah, right down there.
Lift her up. I moved your doormat so it was further away.
Thank you.
Saturate that wood with it.
I was gonna say,
gas.
that's gonna be the easiest to light wood ever.
Yeah. This is like a canvas.
Yeah, so it's canvas
Yeah.
that you glue down with wood glue.
Mm. I built a, what do you call them? Gamma goat. The gamma goat in the Army is, they don't have them anymore. It's like an all-purpose truck, and it's got a bed, and it swings separately. It's almost like a tractor trailer.
Yeah. It's got a center, full rotating, ball joint type of thing.
Well, the bed I built up like a camper, like this, only much bigger, so the whole crew could sit in it, and our equipment. And then I used canvas and did the same thing here.
So the cap of Jack's gas can cracked. So it's no longer holding the nozzle in. It's no longer holding the fumes in, and he just had it in the back of his 4Runner. And that seems like it was a bad place to be. The other trail is also the more heavily beaten trail.
Yeah, I noticed it parallels that ranch fence.
That was pretty wild. And so are the rocks on my windshield.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna do Jack's line.
Go back and do it again.
Yeah, so your vehicle's wider than mine. I didn't want to take that line because it was going to pitch me too much. But I didn't realize how deep this one was.
And you got hung up on your right rear and left front weren't getting any traction.
Yeah, you can see the hole that I got.
Yeah.
Yep, same line. Woo!
When was it you said you think the fire came through?
I heard him say 2021. We have a point of interest on our left.
Let's check it out.
I love sightseeing.
So back there we were just rolling up on the junction of Mojave Road and Ivanpah Road. Ivanpah was an incredibly well-graded, smooth road, but you know, that's not what we're here for. What was that? Was that about the purple cacti?
Yep, and the orange wildflowers too. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Let me see if I can show you some of these. Some of what we're talking about. So we've got some of these gorgeous orange flowers right there. And then look at this cactus. These beautiful purple flowers. Sadly, amongst all the burnt Joshua tree, some of them are growing though, so I think we'll be okay. Just sad to see. Nice job on that one, Doug.
Actually, the way you went was a lot easier, wasn't it?
I'm just so long that I can't do the same kind of turns you can do.
That angle I took, or the goal angle I had, gave me pause. What does that look like? Did that look like a steep roll?
It was enough. I turned on the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Slowly, the Joshua trees are turning into cactus.
And those guys look like they're gonna bloom in like another week or two. I'm glad we're out of that burn area.
Keep straight here, and there will be a left eventually. I'll give you a shout over the radio when it's time to turn left.
Thanks. Yeah, I've got Onyx up and running smoothly. I just don't have your route in it.
Yep, I'm kind of building a route every night, so that way we know roughly where we want to go. All right, it's coming up here on the left.
I believe this is a spicy descent. We should scout it for a moment.
10-4. All right, we're about to get the 4Runner and the other Jeep down here. It's really hard to see the ruggedness of it. You'll see it as we go down. The truck made it down.
Now what?
How's my right tire looking? About to drop?
No, you've got probably 2 more feet.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
I had to do all of that without the finesse of 4 low.
Oh, really?
It won't go back in like that other trip.
You got to figure that one out.
But yeah,
Think you gotta be rolling a little bit to get it in?
I tried everything. That's what took me so long.
So you think you could talk me through that, huh?
Yep. You're not nearly as long as me, so you don't have to. That is my wheelbase. Those gaps.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn on my camera and pucker my butt.
Okay. Okay, now what you want is to bring your driver tire here and you'll curve it around. Your passenger tire is going to drop in about 3 feet. All right, driver. There you go, good job. Nice job. Keep it going, straight down. All right, go slow and come passenger. Nice job. All right, so get your driver tire here. Aim your driver tire more right here. Keep it going. Okay, now passenger. There you go, just slow, more passenger. There you go. All right, keep it passenger, come forward. There you go, nice job.
Right now?
Keep it passenger a little bit. Okay, you're gonna drop. Okay, now start driver. That's good, keep it there.
Where am I going? Toward you?
Yeah, keep it driver a little bit, keep it there. You're good. Straighten out now. Go passenger, passenger. There you go. Okay, now driver. There you go. Okay, now just come straight towards me. Your passenger tire is dropping. It's okay. There you go. Keep it turned. There you go.
Now what?
Okay, can you turn passenger and reverse a bit? There you go. A bit more. Nice. Good. Okay, hold it there. Turn driver, turn towards me. More. There you go. Keep going. Slow if you can. There you go. Your driver rear is about to climb. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, straighten out. There you go, good job. Go passenger, passenger. Go hard passenger. Okay, now driver. Nice job. Yeah, your tire rubbed a bunch. All right, we'll have to go on foot from here. There was one point where you slid, Jack, when your rear end came around.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were not far from a tip point.
I noticed.
Thankfully, your rock slider went and said, I got you. This is my job, right?
Yeah, I guess I did hear the rock sliders, one each, one on both sides, hit at least once. Oh, bunny rabbit. Should we maybe try to go up by the tree, see if there's shade over
Yeah,
there?
see if there's shade. Poop. Are there burrows out here?
I don't know whose poops those are. There might be cow. I don't know if they run cattle out here or not.
Oh, whoa. There's a leg.
Oh, look at there. Somebody feasted.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wow. So we just left Rock Spring where we had lunch. I think I probably showed you us walking out there in the cow leg. We are on our way to Hole in the Rock now, which will be very cool. We might be camping there tonight. We might also be going to Mid Hill instead of Hole in the Wall. So we'll see what happens. We got here way earlier than I thought, just based on how long it took us to do the 20 miles yesterday. But the road is much more graded here. Mostly sand, few rocks, where yesterday there was essentially a big, just river of rocks.
See that windmill straight ahead? Probably for a well.
Yeah, this is a spot that I got from your Onyx, the government wells. Do we want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's do that. Quite a difference in scenery since we started.
Yeah, earlier we were up in the Joshua trees, and now we're down in the scrub.
All right, here's the turn for Hole in the Wall. These rocks to the right are really cool.
They look like puddles, you know, like they were kind of wet cement and then hardened after dribbling down.
I guess that's kind of what the sedimentary layer is, right?
Yeah, I'm not good enough at geology to know if these are igneous or sedimentary.
Cows.
Lots of cows. We'll go slow.
Isn't that what my ARB bumper's for?
The cow will still win.
Good point.
Oh, he's a bull.
And he doesn't like us here. Keep moving. Look, they want to play.
Oh, I think some of the ones with horns might be female.
Definitely with those udders.
So we are currently on our way to Hole in the Wall. I hear the hike is really cool, so we might try and do that. It may just be me, it may just be Jack and me, I don't know. But I want to at least see the holes in the wall, you know? But yeah, it's a gorgeous drive down into the valley to get to Hole in the Wall. Let me turn you back around so you can see. Oh, look at up there. There's a pretty bright one right up top. Right above where it curves down.
Over here.
Oh, there we go. That's cool. I was looking for it because it specifically mentioned the bighorn over there. And if you come back up here and look around the bush, there's one with bright pink needles out there.
Oh yeah. I think that's one of those barrel cactus we've been seeing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We get the Joshua trees over here on this side.
It's like they just suddenly appeared.
Yeah, like none right there. And then look at them all. It must just be the right amount of shade and maybe water runoff. I don't know. These are really impressive.
Looks like something from Disneyland.
Yeah, Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain, yeah.
Didn't know I was rock climbing today. Oh, that's a nice echo. Oh, look at the cactus up there. Just hanging out on the lip. That's really impressive. It's one of those things where you go, nature is metal. There's that cactus again, right above us. Please don't tumble down. That would hurt. Oh, we're going up that. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Hand it to me here at the end too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go. A little bit of a two-hand endeavor right here. On my definitely not made for rock crawling shoes.
Look at how scrubbed this is from water.
Yeah. That was cool. Glad we stopped here.
Yeah, I remember I mentioned it was worth it. Oh, here's a harder range climb. Step on top. There we go. That seems better. Oh, yeah.
All right. I am going to hand you these.
Okay.
Not too bad. Huh.
Ah, and then we go out this way.
We have a crow coming to check on us.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we brought any snacks.
Gonna cluck at us anyway.
They are not joking. It was pretty physically demanding, so use at your own risk. So we kind of split up the group there for a minute. Jack and I went and did our hike, and Doug ran back to camp. Went to go set up early, kind of chill out. And then I had a work thing I had to take care of, and the cell signal there at the hole-in-the-wall visitor center is pretty good, especially with the repeater I have out. So I was able to check a few things, so time to get back out of signal range.
You don't got a funnel, use your solar shower. So what I did was I held that tight around the lip. There we go. So, is it going down the back or is it good?
That looks good.
Awesome. 2 hands.
We should probably go start and do this.
Okay. You got it?
We got the main weight, yeah.
Okay. All right. Clamp. Come on. Because I was holding the trigger with the same thing.
Will you squeeze the one near the top that's pinched in?
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to hold it.
There it goes. Oh yeah.
You ready to pinch it in case you needed less than 5 gallons?
I don't need less than 5 gallons.
Okay, good. Oh.
I'm quite confident this whole bag will, the whole can will go in. Okay. Thank God this is working.
Yeah, not much spillage.
Yeah, no, it's working really well.
Hey, thanks for donating this, Doug. This is our lifesaver.
Hey, that's my water can, man. I want it back.
It's your shower. You want a nice warm gasoline shower?
Not unless you're wanting to self-immolate.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the gas coming out of this thing.
All right.
The cap on the gas can cracked off and started gassing out Jack. So we managed to cover it with a little bit of this black plastic tarp thing and a zip tie. Doug had this old shower. You fill it up with water, you hang it on the side of your truck, and it gets hot. It's black on one side. What we did is we cut the top of that off. We pinched off the tube here with the clamp and filled the bag up and used it basically as a really large funnel to fill up the truck. And it worked. We completely emptied this 5 gallon without major spillage anywhere. I mean, look at nothing hanging off the side of the vehicle. It's all dry over here. We did a pretty good job. Good job, Jack.
Thanks, Ian. We'll get out.
Yeah, this also helps the range anxiety of we are halfway in and I think we're all sitting around half tank, so that'll help, you know, us feel comfortable about getting out.
And driving wherever we want to drive.
Exactly. I don't have any extra gas, so we'll see. All right, heading out of camp on the second day. We stayed at Mid-Hill. It was way quieter than Hole in the Wall. It was still a $20 fee, but they no longer take cash, so you have to pay online. And that adds an extra $5 processing fee. But, you know, nice toilets, trash, so we can actually drop our trash from the last few days, which was really nice. You win some, you lose some. I mean, 25 bucks to help keep all of this open is not bad at all. I think we're trying to make it to 7 Mile Point today, and we'll camp there, and then we'll go through the Soda Spring salt flats, I think they are. But we'll try and hit the Chima Dome and some of the lava tubes, and I think the mailbox we'll see today as well. It'll be a pretty cool day. Lots more sightseeing today with not so much the intent of get from A to B, but go see these cool things, the lava flows. We've seen a lot of volcanic rock this whole trip. It's fun to see. You'll see it in some of the clips where we'll be on lighter colored ground and then it kind of gets reddish, and then if you look at the rocks on the outskirts of the road, they're all volcanic. I'll try to call it out later. Did you get turned upside down? Doesn't say no trespassing. This is supposedly Death Valley Mine. Oh, do you have it in your book, Jack?
No.
Oh, okay.
Watch your step. Oh no, I wonder what this is over here. It looks like it's set into the ground.
Oh yeah. Cellar for keeping stuff, yeah.
Root cellar.
All right, well this is kind of creepy.
I meant to bring my light. Oh, look at those windows.
Oh man.
Intact.
Here, come check out what was left for us to find.
Oh, God. Yee, sicko.
There's another one over there. Just a baby head. All without its head. Come here, Jack. I want to get your input on what's hanging out over here.
Yeek.
Okay, yeah. These are the type of things people leave in the desert. That's what we got going on here.
Yep.
And you know
There's
somebody
glass
grabbed
in
that.
Oh, good.
And grabbed that and said, I'm going to take this and leave it in that house. But why would they be carrying that around, right?
Impressive.
Now I remember, I saw the pictures of this in the book.
There's a big pile of mine tailings right there. So this is called Death Valley Mine. Let's see.
Stay out, stay safe.
Unsafe, dead gas, lack of oxygen, cave-ins and decayed timber, unsafe ladders and rotten structures, unstable explosives.
That's scary.
That's probably just another shaft, maybe?
Well, we can go take a look.
That might be where they pull the ore out. This could just be the dirt.
Yeah.
Certainly a big pile of tailings here. Gives you an idea of how much is underground. Okay, so this is maybe where they dropped workers down.
It's a cage, yeah. Look at that.
Aye, aye, aye. Yep, that goes straight down.
Very rusty.
Okay, Doug. Here.
Someone go, yeah?
Let me do. Never heard
I
it
didn't
hit.
hear it hit.
Sorry, Ian, I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs on...
All right, let's roll to the next spot. We're gonna go up this road for a bit and then take a left at a big junction, so we'll take it slow at that point. Look at those massive Joshua trees.
I'll enjoy them now while they're here. They are in danger. I do see young Joshua trees though, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, they seem to be doing pretty well out here still. So that was called Death Valley Mine. You could see the tailing piles. It looks like there was some recent activity in the 80s, which was surprising. There was a chunk of concrete that had 1980 written into it. So now we're picking our way through. We're trying to get to Chima Dome and maybe the World War I Memorial. It's really calm out here. We haven't run into too many people, and everyone we have, except for a few, have been really friendly. The few that I would say weren't really friendly were just overly friendly and wanted to talk and keep talking. We're coming on what looks like an actual road, maybe? Next to the railroad.
Well, on it.
Because we're aired down pretty low, I'm gonna not cruise at 45. We'll cruise around 35 maybe.
Makes sense.
This is the chunk of road where I couldn't tell what it was if we would even be able to drive it. We obviously can drive it.
Oh, so it's a paved road, so Onyx didn't really show it as much, perhaps.
Welcome back to the dirt, boys. Ah, the elusive wild cone.
Marking the tiniest of washes.
So this should take us closer to Chima Dome. We stopped at this little spot for a gorgeous quick lunch break. Put up the gazelle tent and I forgot to show y'all, but what a beautiful spot. And then we will be going out that way. We'll run down this road back to where those houses were, and then Mojave Road continues out there. We're actually getting a little bit of rain from these clouds right now. You can kind of see it's hazy there. That's the rain. It's really coming down out there. Back to the dash with you, since I've only got one of these bad boys. You all ready to roll?
I am.
Alright, so we're coming back up on these homes, so we should take it slow and not dust them out. And then also, it'll take me a minute to figure out exactly where we need to turn.
Yeah, this is a 5 points, it seems.
Road closed sign on its side. That's promising. Oh, it looks like we're hitting the line where the fire stopped.
Much more beautiful down in the trees. This is much nicer. It's going to take centuries for those to grow back or burned.
We're coming up on the Mojave phone booth. There's a pole across the road. It's a power pole. Okay, let's not go.
To turn around up there, or should we just freestyle it?
If you're close enough to just reverse, that would be probably the easiest. It looks like this one right in front of us is also cracked. And I see the cable's still connected. I don't know if there's active power or not, but that's not something worth messing around with. So just back right up.
So it looked like we could have gone right back there, but this seems fine too.
This is the route to Aiken mine. The other route is kind of the bypass from it.
Got it. Should we go up to the top?
Not sure. That's kind of how the road is marked on Onyx. Give me a sec.
Look at the tracks. Somebody's been up there. That's why I was thinking we should go to.
Might as well take a peek.
Lead away, Doug.
It was a big operation because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
That one's
openings.
buried. That one's buried.
Yeah.
There. Could be 2 of them right there that are buried.
That's true.
So cinder cone mines.
I guess since it wasn't like an ore mine, it's not covered in arsenic and other chemicals.
About 22,000 tons of cinder was sold. So I guess it's treated like an aggregate. Huh. Material for road construction.
Yeah.
Traction instead of salt on snowy roads. There are still active cinder mines in the Mojave.
The term also the cinder block came from.
I was just wondering if that's
That
the
must
same
be.
as cinder.
Yeah, I think so. These are super light, crush real easily.
They weigh almost nothing. I had one and you can see how porous they are. Like, this doesn't feel like it weighs what it should.
No.
Exit stage left.
Is this one of the tubes? Whoa.
Because you go down
Oh yeah, I see.
where those stairs are, and you travel across.
Well, those are sharp rocks. We did not bring our hit machine.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You thought ahead, man.
Doug's been consistently more prepared than both of us.
Well, I did no research at all on anything out here, so.
I just took Doug's research and plugged it into my maps.
And by the way, the coordinates for everything,
Yeah.
I just went to because I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I went to Google Maps
You found
and just stuck my finger on it,
wow.
and
Got the
it
GPS?
pinned it and
Oh,
gave
wow.
me the coordinates. And then I moved those coordinates over.
Well, you did a great job because they've been all spot on.
Oh, good.
Well, we can get started. It's cooler down here, so.
Let's sit here for a while,
I'm just giving you a hard time. There's no one else down there.
huh?
Just in case.
Well, yeah, this gets a little snuggly back here.
The right time of day, the sun comes right through those holes that you so politely threw rocks in.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Ow! Did you get your head?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. There's a beam coming
I
down.
thought you might like this stuff.
Jesus beams, as Carol would call them. Wow. What I love about this is you can see the rest of the lava flow downhill, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Come be immortalized.
As you go along. Okay. Oh, do we have the camera up there?
Yeah, it's just recording.
We have halos.
Well, you cast a long light on me. It It need not look for anyone else.
Your divinity has been confirmed. Yes. See, it's dug out a little bit right here. Good times, good times. Yeah, watch your head through here.
I don't even think I'll get close, Jack.
Well, I don't get that guano smell in here, so that's a... Well, that was a nice little respite from the heat.
Look at that, yeah.
Let's see if we can find it.
The things I do to tell a good story. I don't know which shot I'll use. First one or this one. Maybe both. Who knows? Just doubling my steps, you know.
Got nothing good to say.
Well, that's fun to see that a lot closer than Hawaii. So I think that's the backside of the Aiken line, isn't it?
I think so. He just couldn't believe we came in through that direction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we came from there, dude.
Yeah. No, you know.
Well, because it's like, they very much proved to you at the start of this, be ready if you're coming this way. Because it's got a couple of little shelves at the very beginning. But we've been doing bypasses as we need to go see cool things, like those lava tubes. Those lava tubes were awesome. If you get a chance to see them, definitely go see them. Anyway, we're gonna forge ahead on this road for a bit and then find camp at 17 Mile Point. This sign is just saying that Soda Lake may be closed when wet because the driving on the wet surface can damage the habitat, but it's open since I don't think it's really that wet. All right, quick tour of camp tonight. We've got Jack and I in a row, and we're protecting Doug's tent. I think Doug will actually be most out of the wind out of everyone.
I got a what?
You'll be the most out of the wind. It's coming from that way.
Oh. You guys should close up a little bit together. A little tighter, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you'll be pretty well protected with me.
We're friendly enough, Doug.
Jack's taking photos because the sunset out there is going to be amazing. We've got the gazelle tent out because the bugs out here have been atrocious. And then look at this great little fire ring. It'll be a really nice night. We got some firewood to burn. And we just came around that curve there and just came into this beautiful campsite. Yesterday we were wondering how this watermelon plant ended up here, including there's one way out there, and they're all kind of growing watermelons. Look at how good size that one is. And then while we're at camp, chilling out, finished dinner, put some bowls on the ground, and then the mice started coming out, and that explained where that watermelon came from. Anyway, almost done packing up camp out here. This final leg will be 58 or so miles if we go all the way out to the megaphone. Otherwise, it's 50-ish miles to the end of the Mojave Road, and 3 more miles to get gas from there. Captain Redbeard rolling out.
Roger that, Ramjet.
It looks like we've got an oasis out in the horizon.
Yeah, I was just seeing that myself. That's a mirage. I've really been enjoying my lift through here, just feeling the suspension working. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you look really planted in my rear view.
I'm rolling in 2x, and it just leaves the front more supple.
Gonna go pretty slow because at this point it looks like we have to do a lot of navigating just by map.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for the cairns. So you see the poles? We're supposed to follow those, I believe.
I love driving across dry lake beds. They look just so cool. You can see so much. So that's the rock pile. I think you're supposed to add a rock. So, I brought one to toss on in. What's the thing about the rock pile, Doug?
You're supposed to drop a rock here, and then there is a message to man in the middle of the rock pile.
All right.
Plaque of some kind. And you're supposed to read it, but you are not to tell anyone what it says.
Okay. Well, let's go check it out.
That doesn't count. Go get. I know you have a rock. Go get it.
I don't want to put my Death Valley
Then you
rock
don't.
on here.
You're not allowed to work to do this.
Okay, I'll go get my Death Valley rock.
It's got to mean something. I carried my wife's rock.
I will return it to the desert.
For the last 2 months, I carried her rock in my vehicle. And I could read the inscription to you, but I won't. So you'll just have to come back here on your own and see it for yourself. Goodbye for now. Some interesting rocks. There are people with inscriptions, painted rocks, all kinds of stuff. What does this one say? Look at this thing. It's a load of words on this very little rock. Luke and Logan, 2025. Okay.
It's a recent
First
one.
Father and son trip.
Oh.
And best friends.
How's your truck doing, Doug?
I'm very happy. You know, for its first shakedown,
Yeah.
doing Mojave Road, I'm really pleased.
It
Yeah.
seems like it's a great runner.
Yeah. It's hasn't had a hiccup. So many more to come.
Don't jinx it.
Your air filter's gonna enjoy being in the lead for a bit.
I feel like I can breathe better already.
Why don't you go around, Jack? I'll take up the rear for a bit.
Sure.
This road is really making me think of that Death Valley trip when we were driving by Eureka Sand Dunes, and we were driving at about a 30-degree angle to where the vehicle was pointing.
I was so happy to get through that baby powder. We just left the Mojave Preserve. Are we off track?
We are way off track.
So I think we want to go to the left. Maybe we should just turn around here until we get back on track.
You're correct. I believe it's off to the left.
Doesn't look like we're the first people to turn around right there.
All right, boss. We're here. Go forth and keep us alive.
Yeah!
Ooh, that's slippery.
This is pretty fun though. It's a completely different environment than we've been in throughout this whole trip.
Yeah, this is much more sandy and drifty.
Let me pre-scout it for a second and I'll see if there's anything crazy.
We good?
It's looking good so far.
Where they went off to.
I saw them walking up toward the railroad tracks. Not sure why.
Well, this looks like the river crossing.
Comes another train.
Goodbye, Mojave Road. Until next time.
And there's the 15. All right, fellas, this was a great trip.
Good times. I'm looking forward to that lunch off the highway up the road, though.
Not that our food wasn't great, you know, at the campsite.
All right, Jack, well, why don't you head us on to the 15 and I'll bring up the caboose.
Sounds good.